Shalom Aleichem Rabotai. We're continuing in the Mishnah Yomi for Yud Aleph Sivan, Erev Shabbos, in the 9th parak of Sheviit at Mishnah Ches. This is a critical Mishnah for our understanding of what it is, Biur, that we've been talking about. Mi shehayu lo perut Sheviit. Someone has perut Sheviit in his house. He's collected them from Hefker. Everything's fine so far. Higia shota Biur. And now they're no longer available for animals in the Sadeh. They're no longer L'chaya Sadeh. So he has to do something now or they're Aser. So the Mishnah says, Mechalik mazon shalosh sudot l'kol echad ve'echad. He can first separate out enough food for 3 meals for each and every person. So shalosh sudot sounds familiar from Shabbos when we eat shalosh sudot, 3 meals over the course of Shabbos. Even on a typical day, they would only eat 2 meals. On Shabbos, we eat 3 meals, so you can take from these foods that you still have in your house 3 meals. Kol echad ve'echad means not just you and your family, but even your neighbors, and if you have friends down the block, things like this, but you have to give it to them, of course. Can't keep it, only what's for yourself. So then you put it outside, and you say it's hefker. The aniyim ochlin achar biur, but poor people can still eat it after biur, avolo ashirim, but not rich people. Meaning the aniyim would put it out, proclaim it hefker. Bartner says you announce that it's for anybody, that it's hefker, that it's no longer under your ownership, that it's ownerless. Anyone can come and take it, and after this, the aniyim can take it back. So it seems maybe they'd leave it overnight, maybe they leave it for a while and see if anyone else needs it, but then the aniyim could take it back, but not the ashirim, the wealthy, according to Rabbi Yehuda. Now this is actually a machlokas. Rabbi Yehuda says only the poor could take it back after it's hefker. Rabbi Yossi omer, echad aniyim, echad ashirim. He says either one, ochlin achar biur, after it's hefker, could take the produce back after it's been rightfully made hefker in biur. The Rambam has a divergent girsa. The Rambam, instead of having Rabbi Yossi Omer Echad Aniyim V'Echad Ashirim Ochlin Achar Biur, he says has a girsa Ein Ochlin Achar Biur, that neither the poor nor the rich can eat after biur. So the Rambam says they weren't merely making it hefker, but they were burning up the leftover Sheviit produce instead of just making it hefker. So that's the Rambam's girsa. L'maaseh they don't burn the produce Sheviit, but it's very interesting that he had that shita. Mishnah Tet, Misha Hayulo Perut Sheviit Shenaflu Lebirusha O Shenitnu Lo B'Matana. Someone had Perut Sheviit, fell to him in inheritance, or were given to him as a gift. Rabbi Eliezer Omer Yinotnu LeOchlehen. Rabbi Eliezer says give it to the eaters, meaning he can't eat it himself, because then he's likely to give tova, give gratitude, and return favors to the people who gave it. We discussed in the 4th parak, Beis Shammai says it's usher to give gratitude, to say thank you if you take perut Sheviit from someone's field, even though it's hefker. So he's concerned people are going to give favors in return. Chachamim omrim ein chote niskar. It's borrowing a phrase of chote niskar. We don't want a sinner to gain from his sin, but here it just means the recipient. We don't want him to really gain from it. So you should sell it to him. He should, instead of giving it to him, you kind of sell it to him. D'mehim yitcholku l'chol adam. So the exchange would, of course, have kedushat Sheviit, as we've discussed earlier. So that exchange would be, hefker would be for everyone. But once he's exchanged something for it, he can eat it normally. Ha'ochel me'isot Sheviit. Somebody eats from a dough of Sheviit. It's made from Sheviit produce. Ad shelo hormu halata. Before they separated hala, chayiv misa. Lo aleinu, he is subject to death, and it's bidei shamayim. The penalty for eating challah is the same as truma, because challah is a specific type of truma, and it's death at the hands of heaven. So we're very careful with challah. But we might have thought, since Sheviit's produce, the Shemitah produce, is pater from Meiser, we might have thought it's pater from challah, but no, it is definitely chayiv in challah. Shkoyach Rabotai.